Hello, my fellow Artesians, and welcome to John R. Wooden Gymnasium, where the Artesians will host the Perry Meridian Falcons. I'm Quinn Sparenblick, joined here by my co-host,
Parker Bentley.
And man, what a game we were in for today. Both teams desperately in need of a win as we wind down the season, and just genuinely, this could be a tough game both ways, considering Perry Meridian and Martinsville are pretty much parallel in both of the aspects.
Yeah.
And now we will pass it down to Larry Craigie, who has the Pledge of Allegiance and starting lineups.
Characterized by uncontrolled growth and spread of the mortal cell.
And we are back here on MHS Rewind, getting ready for the starting tip-off. And Perry Meridian will start out with the ball first as they quickly try to create something here. Artie's definitely playing some tough on-ball defense here. And that will be a jump ball as the Lady Arties force a turnover, it seems. Artesians trying to create something on the other side of the court now. Definitely a trap here trying to be set by Perry Meridian as they quickly pass out. Nice pump fake there as he drives in, misses, but Maya Lewis gets the rebound. Wide open three for Lewis, no good. Nice tough on-ball defense again there from the Lady Arties. They keep that up all night. Who knows where this could go? Seems the ball was out, and that will be a turnover. Oh, my mistake. It seems that Perry Meridian is forced to call a blocking foul. And a foul on the shot there.
It's a good drive.
Layla Mallory to go to the line now for two. And the first is off for Layla Mallory. And the second for Mallory is good. Converting 1 of 2 at that time at the line. It's now Perry crossing court. Artesian is definitely sticking to that tough on-ball defense. Nice defensive possession there from the Artesians as they get a stop at the rim. Ruby Murrow trying to create something here. And a bad pass turns into a costly turnover for the Artesians. Mallory missing Lewis. Driving up the court now, trying to see if they can get through this tough on-ball defense. And that time they do, but unfortunately they missed the layup. And it's Chloe Jones that time with a nice rebound. And the three is off for Mallory. Oh, and a nice steal there by Merle as she drives across the court on the fast break and gets the easy lay for two.
Good possession.
That was indeed some nice pass IQ there to read the passing lanes, get the steal, and create a fast break opportunity for an easy 2 points.
And that was a timeout by Perry Meridian.
Well, 3 minutes in, close game. Looks like defense is going to be the topic of this one.
Yeah.
And Perry is now to inbound it. And it seems Haley Mullins now driving up the court. It seems a foul on the Artesians as Perry will seem to inbound. Trying to create on the perimeter still. Artesians playing tough on-ball defense throughout this quarter so far. And Perry Meridian deciding not getting the foul that time. Driving inside, but misses. Ooh, nearly gets the steal there to make up for that miss. And it seems an on-ball foul by the Artesians. Their aggressive play has definitely helped them and held them back this quarter. Perry driving inside but losing the ball as Mariah Thomas just can't seem to hold on. But Perry manages to retain possession. Another one for Thomas. Off the back of the rim and out. And another miss by Abriana Hall. As Merle drives up the court now. 3 for Lewis. It's good. Maya Lewis with her first 3 of the game. Driving inside by Perry, no good. Their shots at the rim have just not been it tonight. They've just been playing some tough Artesian defense, losing too many possessions to costly turnovers. Seems changes on the court for Perry as Mallory drives up the court now. Driving inside. Fell right into a trap though. Loses it for a second but gains it back as she passes over to Merle. Merle over to Lewis. Another 3. No good. Chloe Jones nearly had the rebound that time, but it just slipped past her fingers. And that'll be a turnover by the Arties. And now Haley Mullins trying to create something here for Perry to help break this dry spell. Fell right into another trap as Mallory intercepts the ball, but it goes out of bounds, and Perry retains possession.
It's a good defensive play by the Arties.
Definitely. Seeing into that passing lane will be a key opportunities for Arties as the game continues.
Yes, it will.
And that midi right there is no good. Seems Martinsville fouling before the shot. Perry gets to inbound the ball once more. Nice aggressive defense there, but Perry somehow manages to retain possession.
Right back to the passing lanes.
Just reading those passing lanes definitely been a key to the defense here tonight.
Yes, it has.
And a couple substitutions here for the Artesians. Mead out for Curlis. Another mid-range for Perry. And that one is good. Shot made by Emmy Cody. Artesians just trying to set physical screens here, trying to get an open lane to the basket. driving in, and that's another one good for Mallory.
That was a good
The
drive
first
by
of the night.
Layla.
All right. Oh, such a close shot there for Perry, but no good again. The conversions at the rim have not been stellar this quarter. Burnley Hamlin wide open at the rim as she gets two.
This is a good pass.
Just lackadaisical defense inside, leading to the easy 2 points for Hamlin.
Yeah.
Ten to 2 so far, 2 minutes left in this quarter. Definitely been a lot of mistakes on Perry's part. And I think they hope to fix that going into the second quarter, because if they don't, this could quickly turn into a blowout, and a blowout is very hard to come back from emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
And now Perry's has another attempt. Let's see what they'll do on this possession. Just more traps, more aggressive on-ball defense by Martinsville, and Perry just doesn't know what to do. And a travel there called on Perry. Martinsville will gain possession of the ball. Mallory making her way past half court now. Nearly a steal there by Perry. Pass back out to Mallory. No good. And it seems a foul was called after the shot, as Curlis definitely getting a little bit too handsy there.
Tiles.
The free throw, first one good by Jesse Stiles. And the second one is good. Jesse Stiles completes both that time for the line. As Perry playing a lot more aggressive full court defense here, trying to shake things up and shake off the Artie's tough defense and an indomitable offense. Another three for Lewis, no good, as Perry gets the rebound that time. Fast break here for Perry, let's see what they do. Driving inside, misses the rim. And it seems foul on one of Perry's players, as Martinsville will gain possession. That foul that time on Jassy Stiles. Curlis trying to drive in here, passes over to Maya. And Curlis loses the ball as Perry manages to retain possession thanks to some tough interior D. And Mariah Thomas comes back in now. Definitely one of the top players as she has played in every single game this season. Thomas in mid-range. It's good. Mariah Thomas that time. From beyond the free throw line. Merle trying to shake and bake here. Curlis driving in again. Gets that one to go at the buzzer. Addie Curlis, her first points of the game.
It was a tough shot.
Artesians up by 6, and it definitely was a tough shot. And we will return right after the break. And we are back now. Second quarter beginning. Artesians up by 6. Definitely been a team effort so far, getting to the line, creating shots on the perimeter, and driving inside to get those easy layups.
And I would say Artesian defense has helped them a lot this game.
Oh, definitely. Their on-ball defense, creating opportunities and fast breaks for their offense to work, and it has just helped them tremendously.
Yeah.
But let's see how Perry responds in the second quarter. Perry just trying to create opportunities here. Mullins gets it over to Thomas. The RD's defense not giving any answers to this Perry team. They try to drive inside, kick out. Nearly a steal there as Perry puts up a shot, no good. And Perry manages to retain possession off a deflection of one of the Artesian players' hands. Thomas now gets the foul on Hamblin. Perry to inbound the ball once more. And I'll tell you, that's one of the problems with playing aggressive defense. You pick up a lot of fouls early. And in order to do that, you have to have a deep team.
Yeah.
Thomas with a nice pump fake as the ball gets poked away, but she manages to recover. Artesian still playing tough defense and manages to get a jump ball. The Artesians now gain possession. Mallory definitely been influential, making 1 of 2 free throws earlier and a shot to help build his Artie's lead. Mallory with a bad pass there causes the Arties to turn it over, and Perry Meridian with the fast break now. Perry just trying to find a chink in this Arties defense. So far, not finding anything. Thomas, mid-range, gets blocked by Brindley Hamblin. Nice defense there from the Arties. Merle now driving inside for the easy bucket. And that is the first points of this quarter by Ruby Merle.
Found that wide open lane and took it.
Yeah, that's what the Arties have been trying to do this whole evening. They just haven't been able to do it as much as they would have loved to.
It's a good strategy.
And a wide open three there for Mullins, and it's good. Haley Mullins, her first points of the game. Ooh, nearly another steal there by Perry as Maya gets a wide open three and hits it. Her second three of the game and first of the quarter. I'll tell you what, last game, Maya Lewis was out with an injury. And I'll tell you what, they definitely missed her, but they still managed to get up and pick that home win.
She's been ready to come back.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see it on her face and in her movement. She is ready to play her heart out in this game and for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Pass inside to Mallory, but can't find it as she accidentally tips it away. And now it is Perry's ball. Perry been a lot more focused this half on defense.
They have, yeah.
Definitely watching the Arties' passing lanes more closely now as they're trying to create turnovers. And Mullins drives in and gets two. Mullins, another bucket in this game. Hamlin now trying to get past this perimeter defense, trying to get a mid-range shot, but it's no good. Perry now, back on offense. Nice pass inside. Artie's trying to defend here, trying to stop exposing that interior defense. Nice defense there by Merle as the Artesians will gain the possession via a costly turnover by this Perry Meridian team. Maya Lewis to Ruby Merle now. Just trying to drive in, kick out, trying to get that wide open three like before, but this time Perry playing a lot more focused. However, the Artesians get inside, and the shot is good by Allie Greenwell, her first of the game.
That was good off-ball movement by Greenwell.
Definitely noticing her defenders, relaxing a little bit, takes advantage, drives inside, and gets a nice, easy bucket. Lewis now, fast break opportunity, over to Greenwell. Gets Thomas to jump, but doesn't put it up. Wide open mid-range shot for Hamblin now, no good. As Abriana Hall comes down with the rebound, trying to drive up here. It's three for Hall, no good. Lewis with the rebound, and she's fouled by Perry Meridian. Boxing out and getting those defensive boards, definitely key to helping the Artesians win this close game. Nice driving in there by Greenwell again as she gets more points.
Saw the lane and took it. That's a good move, as I said.
Yep. Definitely exposing that lackadaisical interior defense once more. Oh, and a mistake there by Perry, so you can't get the pass. Sliding, trying to get that rebound. And a three there, no good by Curlis. Perry definitely trying to see a chink in the offense here from the perimeter as Hall tries to create something here. And a pull-up three from Perry, no good. As Curlis that time coming with the rebound. Just nice boxing out, getting those defensive rebounds, not allowing Perry any second chance points in this quarter. And a foul there by Abriana Hall. As Martinsville to inbound now. Ruby inbound inside. Nice defense there by Perry Meridian as they get the jump ball call. All right, Thomason now. Inbound to Mullins. Seems Allie Greenwell trying to play full court press here. Jackson Connor playing some tough on ball here. One of the MHS Rewind's very own. Nice defense forcing a pass to go out of bounds as they go across and back as the turnover for the Artesians takes place. Merle finds Connor, pass over. Curlis gets him with the fake, drives in, tries to push it back out. Curlis tries to get rid of it, but is stealed by Abriana Hall. She drives up now. Connor in the way. No good. They get their own rebound, though. And one for Perry Meridian. The shot goes to Allie Raymer that time. Definitely some nice, tough inside play.
Making that with a foul is really hard to do.
I'll tell you what, it's hard for both sides of the ball. Defending it, you don't want to get the foul call. And offensively, you're trying to push yourself in, but also trying to make the shot so you can get that and one call.
Yeah.
Try and force as many points to get it over on the enemy team. Hall over to Raymer. Allie Raymer picks it up. Nice pass inside there to Hall as she gets two more. And another turnover for the Arties by Addie Curlis. My mistake, that was Allie Greenwell with the turnover. And Martinsville creates another turnover as they push it up through half court and miss the half court heave as Martinsville stays up 6. The lead not changing at all, the score going up only a few points.
Defensive half.
Yes, a defensive half indeed. Definitely been a tough for both quarters. Turnovers on both sides that they'd like to have back. And just a tough game for both sides.
Has been, yeah.
And that is
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown, home style, home team, home for the holidays, your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
Holman, he'll fire his three.
Inspired by touch, by play, by listening and laughter. Inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations. Inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well. Inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
And with 11 seconds to go, we are back for the start of the second half. And that first half was just definitely a tough defensive game for both sides, creating a lot of messy turnovers that they hope to clean up here going into the second half, and definitely a lot of mistakes on both sides.
Also a lot of fouls.
Definitely. Interior fouls,
Yeah.
off-ball fouls, on-ball fouls. Just getting into foul trouble early is definitely not going to help either of these teams. But if anything, it's going to affect Martinsville negatively, because Perry seems to have a much deeper bench than Martinsville has.
Yeah.
And Mallory to start us off in the second half. Lewis trying to create something here. Nice shake and bake inside drive there by Layla Mallory. Her first points of the second half. And Perry just trying to create some perimeter offense here. Trying to maybe get open, try to create a driving lane. Thomas trying to get inside, but just nice interior D there by the Arties. And a nice shot there by Perry Meridian. Now a 6-point game once more. As a pull three from Merle is no good. Awkward pass, but Mary manages to keep a hold of it this time. And an interception there by Merle as she kicks it over to Chloe Jones. Driving inside, Mead, no good. I'll tell you what, Mead last game was just on fire from all sides of the court. Defense, offense, multiple steals, blocks, points, everything you would want from a star player.
That's good.
The Artesian is seeming to get a foul on the fast break as Mallory driving across half court now. Mallory over to Merle. Merle left wide open as she gets a foul called, and she'll be going to the line for two. Foul that time on Allie Raymer. And the trend seems to be continuing of both teams getting into foul trouble early as Ruby Merle misses her first. If this keeps up, both teams will have to go deep into their benches. And I don't know who that'll affect more, Martinsville or Perry. We'll see as we continue after the second free throw, which is good by Ruby Merle. And now Haley Mullins getting past half court. And another interception, this time by Jade Mead, as she drives in and gets the easy lay and one foul for Jade Mead.
Watching those passing lanes is going to help the offenses and
Definitely.
defenses.
And Jade Mead, definitely one of those seniors who knows how to get it done. Her last year at Martinsville High, hoping to make it memorable. And her extra point is off. As it seems that Ella Cross comes up with the rebound now, passing it over to Allie Raymer, who misses. Mallory up to Merle for three. No good, but a rebound by Mead, and she misses as well. Bit of a cold spell here for both teams as one of them calls a timeout to try and regain focus and try and make more of their shots. And this game on the Artesian side has definitely just been a team effort. You know, distributing the ball, getting it to key playmakers who they know can make shots, getting a lot of fast break opportunities, and just converting on both sides of the court, defense and offense. Definitely watching those passing lanes has helped them out a lot. On-ball defense definitely been a key to this game.
Converting on steals, too, has helped them a lot.
Definitely. And Allie Raymer now to inbound the ball. Gets it over to Mullins, trying to create something as she passes half court. Over to the side, trying to fake out the Artesian defenders. It seems to not be working as Lewis gets the tip that time, but Perry recovers. Raymer stuck in the corner as she forces to pass off to Thomas. And it seems one of the Artesian players touched it last as Perry will retain possession. Once more, Raymer to inbound the ball. Passes it out to Mullins, being guarded closely by Mallory. Ooh, and Perry nearly loses the ball there. As nice on-ball defense just this entire possession by the Artesians. And a trap there set for Thomas. As a foul is called on Jade Mead. Getting a bit too handsy there can definitely be a problem. And as I said, the foul trouble just keeps continuing to pile on for both teams. This keeps up, definitely going to have to go deep into that bench.
The Artesians have had the same tough defense starting out this half.
Yes. And that tough defense has helped and hurt them in many ways. And a shot at the basket is no good. That time by Mullins. Now Merle trying to passes off to Mallory, who gets poked away. A steal that time by Raymer, as a drive all the way by Hall as she misses. Merle with a tough rebound and a foul on Hall as Merle and the Artesians retain possession. Oh wait, no, it's a foul on Merle. And Perry manages to get back possession after losing the defensive board. I didn't see what the foul call was that time. Raymer inbound now. Trying to find another easy shot. Hall drives in, no good. Back over to Raymer. Oh, and a nice block there by Jade Mead. Definitely keeping that tough interior defense that she had from last game as it is poked away. And the Artesians end up getting the ball. Lewis to inbound to Mallory again. Definitely trying to survey the floor, find a nice easy shot here for the Artesians to take, as this lead is not as impenetrable as most might think. And that is a tough shot from behind the backboard that just hits it by Jade Mead. Thomas in the corner now. Passes over to Hall. Hall on an island with Hamlin. Drives by. Misses the shot. Now Maya Lewis taking it in transition. Poked away from Lewis by Hall. And Lewis manages, and the Artesians manage to retain possession. Bit of a scoring drought here for both teams as we're now more than halfway through the third quarter. Pull up midi from Merle, no good. Hall wide open, misses the shot. And a foul that time on Curlis, as Perry will now shoot two. And now to shoot two, Addie Short. But maybe her first points of the game. Makes the first. And a timeout here by the Artesians. The Artesians definitely wary of the short lead that they have over this Perry team. Definitely could be erased at any moment with any lapse in coverage and defense. Definitely going to be tough for the Artesians to maintain this lead and run down the clock as fast as possible.
Falcons have been doing really good at sharing the ball with one another.
Yes, and so have the Artesians. It's definitely been a very team-oriented game, as both teams focusing on offense and defense as a unit. But just the Artesians have done it slightly better, which has given them a slight edge in this game. A slight edge that at any moment could be lost.
Yeah.
Now to shoot the remaining free throw. And the last one is good. Converting both at the line that time. Mallory to take up the ball. Both teams seeming to employ a full court press here. Pass over to Curlis. Tries to get it into Hamblin, who's in the interior, but no good. Mallory now wondering what to do with the ball. Merle being guarded heavily. Back over to Lewis. To Mallory. And a missed pass opportunity there to Curlis as the Artesians turn over the ball, and Perry will now get possession. And a substitution here. It seems Chloe Jones is out and Curlis is in.
Greenwell is in.
My mistake. Nice on-ball def there from Brindley Hamlin, trying to lock up Mariah Thomas as she drives inside but misses. Curlis trying to take it slow and steady now, trying to run down this clock to the fourth quarter. Mallory there loses the ball, but Lewis manages to retain possession, and it will be a jump ball. Nice on-ball defense from the Falcons that time. As Allie Raymer to inbound to Haley Mullins. Mullins now trying to create something on the offensive side after that excellent defensive possession. And a missed pass opportunity there by Mullins. Just seemingly misreading where her teammate was and missing the pass. Barry continuing to play this full court press, trying to create opportunities here with some aggressive on-ball D. Really trying to shake off her defender. And that's a foul going to the line again for two. This time is Addie Curlis. She had a bucket earlier in the game, but was quiet afterwards. This will be her first chance at opportunity for another point in this quarter. And the first one is good. First one good for Addie Curlis. The second for Curlis. No good, as she makes one of two at that time at the line. And a nice steal there that time from Hamlin. But stolen again, this time by Mullins. Stolen again by Hamlin. Back-to-back-to-back steals by both teams. As she passes into Curlis. Hamlin on the perimeter. Deep mid-range shot. No good for Hamlin. Hall seemingly touching the ball as the Artesians manage to retain possession. Merle subbing in for Lewis. Inbound to Mallory now. Merle being guarded heavily on the perimeter. Nearly a steal there. What turns into a foul on Abriana Hall. Merle to inbound now. Abriana Hall's fourth foul of the game. Definitely in deep foul trouble now. Gonna have to watch her play for the rest of the game if she wants to stay in. As Mallory misses the layup that time. Nice interior defense there by Perry Meridian. And a travel called on Haley Mullins as Artesians gain another possession.
Good defense by Mallory to force that.
Definitely. Causing the trip up, the pickup, and the travel.
Putting pressure there.
Putting pressure just been the key to this game for both sides. As soon as Perry started doing it after the second quarter, it's definitely helped them keep this lead manageable. And a miss that time by Hamlin as Mariah Thomas comes away with it. And out of bounds on Allie Raymer. She turns it over. Artie's with the ball. Bit miscommunication there between the refs and the players, as Mallory now driving up the court with a full court press. Aggressive defense there leads to a foul. That time on Allie Raymer. Now Ruby Merle to shoot two more. She made one in her earlier two attempts. Let's see if she can convert more this time. The first one is good for Ruby Merle. And with how deep the Falcons are in foul trouble, any foul after this point will automatically result in 2 shots being given to the Artesians.
Which is going to help grow this Artesian lead.
Definitely going to be exciting to see how that affects this game heading into the fourth quarter. Ruby Merle now with the second, and it's good. Ruby Merle 3 from 4 at the line. Allie Raymer trying to create something here. Pass into Thomas. And a foul on the Arties, as it seems to be on Curlis, as now Raymer to inbound the ball. Struggling to get the ball in a wide open 3. No good for Perry. Curlis runs straight into a trap but gets fouled. And now Curlis to shoot 2. And as we mentioned earlier, any foul from this point onto the Artesians is going to result in an instant 2 free throws. And it seems to already be affecting us, and we're not even in the fourth quarter.
I know, 12 seconds out.
And although it hasn't exactly been a scorer's dream, it has definitely been a tough game and a nice game to watch this evening, as the first one is off by Curlis. Definitely not what you'd like to see. 2 misses and only 1 make on the night. Let's see if she can make it up with the second one. And the second, no good for Curlis. Haw trying to avoid the trap there. And Perry Meridian refusing to take a final shot as the quarter ends. Martinsville 29, Perry Meridian 19. A 10-point lead. Both teams in deep foul trouble, trying to avoid any foul possible. And we will return after the break. And now back to start the fourth quarter. Artesians up 10. Perry Meridian in deep foul trouble now. We'll see what Perry has cooked. We'll see what Perry's head coach has cooked up to trying to cut away this deficit and get a lead ending the fourth quarter. As now Merle to inbound the ball to Mallory. Hamblin getting him to jump that time as she throws it up, but it misses. Hamblin seeming to not find a groove tonight as Perry trying to create some off-ball plays here. Nearly poked away that time by Curlis. Perry avoids the turnover there. Mullins trying to create something here. She runs into a trap, but ends up fouled by Mallory. That is definitely going to hurt the Artesians right there. Seemed like a steal, though it turned out to be a foul by the refs.
That's one of the outcomes of running tough defense. You're going to foul.
Yeah, but missing the pass that time as they turn over the ball. Artesians now to inbound. Mallory up the court. Seemingly, Perry has turned away from the full court press, trying to restrict its interior defense on its side of the court. Hamblin on the perimeter now. Over to Jones, thinking about what she should do. Aggressive defense there. Merle turnaround jumper, no good. And a fight for the ball ensues as we get a jump ball. Perry now to inbound. Perry having a tough time inbounding there, but I eventually get it in. Passing over to the corner now to Mullins. Oh, and poked away again by Mallory. Definitely playing some splendid on-ball defense there. And another poke away, but this time it's a foul called on Brinley Hamblin.
Timeout by Martinsville.
Trying to recoup here with 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Trying to just maintain this lead, burn out the clock as much as possible, and see if they can close out the game to get a dub here in front of Martinsville faithful.
Also trying to stay out of getting in more foul trouble than they already are.
That would definitely help, but I suspect that with the way Martinsville's playing attitude is, they're trying to maintain ball possession for as long as possible. And thankfully, in high school, there is no shot clock, which means they can hold on to the ball for as long as they need in order to drain out this clock and get the win.
Yeah.
As Perry Meridian now to inbound the ball. Trying to find somebody open. Finds Thomas. Thomas mid-range. And it's good for Thomas. Again from mid-range. Merle now. Over to Hamblin. Hamblin turnaround jumper, no good again. Hamblin just seeming to not find a groove here in the game. Struggling to find her points. Pass out to Thomas. Thomas for three, no good. Merle with the nice defensive rebound and box out there. Over to Hamblin once more. Playing in isolation, it seems. And it seems Hamblin turns over the ball there as Perry to inbound now. And a complete roster change up here for Martinsville. Mullins now driving it past half court. Hogg trying to drive in here before kicking it out. Nearly losing it again. But this time, Mullins drives in, loses it, and it is Martinsville ball as Mullins turns it over that time. Definitely been a struggle for Perry Meridian, just trying to keep their hands on the ball as they're driving in, playing on the perimeter. Martinsville just getting their hands in there, trying to create that steal.
Martinsville's tough defense has also been adding that stress factor.
Hey, stress factor is a very important thing in games. Once you start to see the score, you start to see the time ticking, you get very stressed and you try and force shots. And it seems that's what happening to Perry, almost like drowning in a water full of sharks.
Yeah.
Maya Lewis, tough defense on the perimeter played by Perry. Pass into Mead as she gets the foul to shoot 2. Mead kind of quiet this game, definitely had an explosive game last time, but on the defensive end, her presence has been felt. Blocking shots, creating turnovers and steals, definitely been part of her MO this game. As her first shot is good. Jade Mead, her first. Now being 4 of 5 on the line from tonight. Let's see if she can make it 5 from 6. Mead is good. 5 from 6 from the line this quarter. All of her points coming this half in free throws. Now Mullins passes over to J.C. Stiles. Thomas being doubled down low. Thomas, wide open 3. Is good. Mariah Thomas trying to kickstart this Perry Meridian offense and get them and try to erase this lead that Martinsville holds over them right now. We'll see if Martinsville tries to slow down the possession here. Mallory surveying the floor. Over to Curlis. Curlis loses it as Mariah Thomas now on the fast break, driving to the rim. And she gets it. Another 2 for Mariah Thomas as she seemingly alone is trying to erase this deficit that Martinsville has.
She saw the lane and took it.
And a foul called oh, it seems to be a travel there by Merle as the basket is erased. And a timeout called by Martinsville, trying to just calm down their players. Stress factor used to be on Perry Meridian, but now it seems to be on Martinsville to try and maintain this lead. And with a little less than 4 minutes left, the Artesians now losing their 10-point lead to just 5 points. Have to be feeling that stress factor you mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah.
And if I was the coach right now, I'd have to be saying to my girls, you got to avoid the stress factor. You got to hold the ball for as long as possible, trying to avoid empty turnovers and costly, and that can just avoid running down this clock, which is not what we want. We want to focus on the game, not the score.
Slow down on offense.
Speed it up on defense. Perry to inbound now. Perry bringing up 2 players just in case they can't get the ball off in time. As they inbound it to Addie Short. Over to Mullins, who brings it across half court. Pass back over to Thomas, who single-handedly this quarter has been trying to erase that previous 10-point deficit. Thomas driving inside, misses the wild layup, and Mallory comes down with it. Seemingly playing double coverage here. Trying to create a trap there. No, it is not effective. Mallory now trying to slow things down. Driving inside, kicking out to Lewis, who takes the 3. No good, though. Some stalwart defense there by Thomas, but Perry gets a hand in there, loses it, and Martinsville will retain possession.
Oh my gosh, I saw it.
Inbound now. Over to Mead. Back out to Merle. Merle for three. Bang! Merle, her first three of the game. Merle just been going off this half, showing her scoring dominance over this Perry Meridian team. As a timeout is called by Perry Meridian.
That was a good choice with the three-pointer there.
You got to slow things down, got to avoid having your players overthink things, and just remembering that stress factor that's ever present. A packed house here in John R. Wooden Stadium as the girls' game winding down. Don't forget to tune in later to the boys' game 20 minutes after this one ends. And now Perry to inbound the ball once more. As Addie Short passes to Jassy Stiles, who brings it up. Definitely feeling a little bit stressed after that three-pointer by Merle. Right. Oh, and a block there by Addie Curlis as Mallory gets the rebound, gets across half court, falls right into a trap and manages to get it out to Merle. Over to Jade Mead, who is driving in, nearly loses it, but gets it up and gets the foul called as she is going to shoot two. Just a fast possession right there. As Jade Mead seeming to turn it on in clutch time.
Perry Meridian tried to retaliate with a three of their own, and the Lady Artesians said no.
They were just ready. Addie Curlis with that block. As Mead sinks her first. And now the second for Mead. Is good. 2 for 2 from the line that time. As they increase the lead back to 10. Mariah Thomas seeming to quiet down now. We'll see if she can be able to cook something up to bail her team out, or if this will be a more conservative team effort for Perry Meridian's part. Over to Addie Short as she nearly loses it. Passes it back out to Mariah, who gets the pump fake, puts it up, but misses. Merle coming down with the rebound, nearly losing it herself before a travel is called on Merle, and she loses the ball. Artesians turned over. Perry Meridian now to inbound it.
Perry Meridian has a second chance here.
A second chance that is desperately needed with a 10-point Artesian lead. Addie Short trying to drive in before passing out to Thomas. Back to Short, trying to create something here. Over to Stiles. Stiles driving in for being blocked by a stiff wall of Lady Artesians. Back out to Thomas, over to Short. Short back over to Stiles. Artesians definitely playing rigid defense here. And Perry Meridian finally makes a mistake as an overpass there causes a turnover. Lady Artesians now with the possession.
That stress factor we talked about earlier.
It just creates problems for both teams. As now playing a full court press on all of the Lady Artesians as Mallory gets by, nearly falling into a trap. For Curlis, passes over to Merle, passes into Mead, who gets it in. Mead with the clutch bucket right there, increasing the Artesian lead to 12. And with a minute 30, it's definitely going to be very tough for this Perry Meridian team to come back as Perry Meridian calls a timeout to try and slow things down for both sides. And stress seemingly getting to the Perry Meridian offense and defense there as a missed pass, a turnover, and a nice bucket by Jade Mead causing problems. And what would you be saying if you were the Perry Meridian coach to your girls?
We got to just focus. Focus on getting this win, cutting down this lead.
Got to focus on not letting that stress factor get too high. Got to focus on not letting our interior D soften up while managing to stay on our man in our zones.
Yeah.
And no expensive turnovers this late in the game. That could definitely seal the fate of this game here late.
Lock in on this game we're playing. Don't focus about anything else right now.
But I would also start to gradually turn towards the 3 ball now with a massive deficit. I see that I'm going to need that extra point if I want to erase it. Artesian's coming back out now as Perry follows. Both starting groups out now as clutch time approaches. And Styles inbounds to Mullins before getting it back. Mullins now trying to find a hole in this Artesian defense. Passing it in to Short, who loses the ball, and it will be a jump ball. Artesian's nice defense there that time as Merles to inbound it. We'll see if Perry can get a much-needed turnover here, or if this game will start to close shut. Curlis gets the inbound, passes over to Mallory, though. Trying to shake the defense off her. Pass over to Merle, back to Mallory. Mallory driving in, gets the foul, is going to shoot 2 free throws at the line. Definitely going to be costly. Even if she makes one of these, that will increase the lead and help seal this door shut for the Artesian win.
That was a really good drive by Mallory. Smart decision.
Lucky to get the foul that time. First one good for Mallory. Her 3rd of the game, converting 2 for 3 on free throws so far. And the second one for Mallory. No good. Oh, and a steal by Mallory. Mallory passes back out to Merle. Over to Lewis. Back over to Curlis. Into Jade Mead, who gets a wide open shot, and Mead converts.
Turnaround, saw the wide open lane, took it.
And with time running down, I doubt Perry Meridian will be able to make something happen here with only 40 seconds left in this game. Mariah Thomas trying to drive and loses it again. Perry Meridian committing another costly turnover as a jump ball is called.
Another chance for Perry.
Too little, too late, I'm afraid, with only 34 seconds on the clock and a massive Artesian lead. I doubt that Perry can come up with something to try and erase this lead. Nice effort there, though, by Perry as they get a mid-range shot to go. Mallory crossing over Mullins as she gets past her. Over to Merle, back over to Lewis, making it across half court. And now with only 20 seconds left, it's only a matter of holding on to this ball and sealing the win for the Artesians. Perry Meridian, though, definitely playing hard tonight. In a much-needed win for the Lady Artesians. And that will do it for this game. And as the Artesians come away here with a home court win, 41-28, we're lucky to have hosted you all tonight in John R. Wooden Stadium. For Parker and the rest of the MHS production class, don't go anywhere. We're about to have boys game, Martesians versus Perry Meridian. Tune in soon, and I'll see you later. Good night.
Hello and welcome back to John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for the second half of this doubleheader where the Artesians host the Falcons of Meridian High School. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ruby Merle, and I'm joined here by my broadcast partner, Maddox Dilly. And Maddox, the boys' team is up now, and despite their 3-9 record, they're eager to prevent an upset and protect the home court.
That's exactly right, Ruby. Although they've lost most of their games so far, Coach Neal said that part of the problem is their live ball turnovers. He said that his team has no problem giving effort every game, but it's just the little details that cause problems. Neal also says that his team has to be able to stop two dudes in blue, junior guard Bryce Mathis and senior forward Sterling Lewis, who are the two leading scorers of this Falcon squad.
And on the other side of the court is the Meridian Falcons, who are finally back in action after not playing for 10 days. So they're well rested and ready to get a win tonight.
That's right, Ruby. These teams on paper look very similar. Their records are within one game of each other, and each team has their specific star. For the Falcons, it's junior leader Bryce Mathis, who leads his team in scoring with 16.8 points per game, and will likely have the ball for the majority of this game. Head coach Mark McFarland, in his second year at the school, said that although his team has been playing in spurts this season, they have done an excellent job as playing together as a team. Coach also says that containing the Artesians' sharpshooter Grady Garden will be a must if they want to win tonight's contest.
Well, Maddox, what are the keys to the game and on both sides of the ball?
Keys to the game for the Artesians are going to be limiting those on-ball turnovers, like we said earlier. In their last game against Bloomington North, they were in a great spot to win, but they had too many turnovers that forced them to end up losing by 5. And for the Falcons, they're going to want to limit transition baskets and stop the fast break, get takeaway baskets, and finally, rebound the ball on both ends.
All right, we're now going to send it down to our PA announcer, Larry Krager, for the national anthem and the starting lineups.
Welcome back to John R. Wooden Gymnasium for the boys basketball game. Ruby was in the girls basketball game just a couple moments ago. They took away the win. Meridian just passing it around on the perimeter, trying to feed it in. Sterling Lewis will take a three. Got it.
Number 30, Sterling Lewis, shoots 47% from three. They better get out there on him when they kick it out.
We talked about it in the opener. Lewis and Mathis are the two leading scorers this game as Grady Gardner gets a bucket.
Sometimes it just looks too easy for him. I mean, he drove baseline and pretty much like layup-wise right there.
Sterling Lewis kicks out. Free ball again. Rolled in. Devontae Rhodes. Two early threes from the Perry Meridian Falcons. And they're going to put some pressure on this Artesian offense, who's barely able to break it. Grady Gardner. They said he got fouled.
Now, Grady Gardner is somebody that Perry does not want to get to the free throw line. He shoots 85% from free throw, and it's not very likely that he misses either of these. I hope I don't jinx him.
Grady is one of those special players. Not only can he get to the basket and get a layup, as we just saw earlier.
I'm sorry, Grady, I jinxed you.
But he's also a three-point sniper. One of the best three-point shooters that Martinsville's seen in a while, shooting 43% from beyond the arc. Martinsville seems to be in a 3-2 defense, typically used to prevent the three ball. Don't know how well it's working though, as Perry Meridian has two right-away threes in this game. That ball just was thrown away there.
Two quick fouls from Perry. You know, 5 fouls, you're already in the double bonus. They do not want to give Martinsville just some free buckets early in the game.
I don't know if I've ever seen a team get double bonus so quick.
I know, I mean, and that was not even a shooting foul or anything. I mean, that's like...
It's just playing defense too tight, I guess. Lobbed in the paint. Zane Capshaw gives it to Reese Wolf for an around the rim bucket.
Reese Wolf only averaging 2.3 points per game, but if they can get him easy layups like that, he's hardly ever going to miss.
Out to Sterling Lewis for another three. No good. Artesian get the rebound. Rebounding was a big takeaway for both of these teams as Alex Stout fires up a three. It'll be no good, but Reese Wolf was fouled trying to get the rebound.
Again, just like I said, that's already 3 fouls on Perry Meridian, 2 more. I mean, and Martinsville just gets to shoot some free throws. I mean, you can't give them easy buckets like that, especially when they have a sharpshooter, Grady Gardner, who can let it rain from 3, but the 3 ball is obviously a less percentage than free throw.
And that one's taken away. Colton Phillips tries to feed it down low, and he lost it.
Zane Capshaw's hustle back just got the Artesians the ball right back. I mean, Zane Capshaw is a key player for Martinsville just simply because of his hustle and gritness.
Artesians wrestle for the ball on the ground. Artesians going to come up with it. It's Zane Capshaw. You know, I don't like to play favorites, but I think Zane Capshaw might be one of my favorite players on this team.
I can say the same thing. I mean, you might say, yeah, Grady Gardner's my favorite. He can shoot the three.
Right.
Grady hustles too, but I mean, you got to look at little details, just like Zane Capshaw. I mean, no, that's just a steal. I mean, people might think, well, this guy, he averages more points. Well, Zane Capshaw is the reason that we get more points. He gets the ball back. He hustles.
Couldn't have said it better. Zane Capshaw is an ultimate role player for this Artesian squad. Pick and rolls get overlooked so much. Zane Capshaw is an excellent pick and roll setter. And putbacks. He averages a lot of points on putbacks this year. And the ball is again on the ground. Reese Wolf trying to fight for it. They'll call jump ball.
Coach Neal talked about in their previous game that Martinsville didn't lack effort, and we can see that right here. They're not lacking absolutely any effort right now. Hopefully they can keep this up the rest of the game.
Ty Stroud to the rim, easy bucket, no! I jinxed it, called it a little too early there. And out of bounds is Sterling Lewis trying to drive baseline. Solid defense from number 30, Reese Wolf. And Hunter Stroud will come in to the game for this Artesian squad. We thought he might have been starting tonight, but Alex Stout took the start. Alex has been working like a dog. Glad to see that he finally gets some shine. Zane Capshaw's missed layup will lead to a Perry Meridian fast break and an easy bucket from Bryce Mathis. His first points of the game.
Bryce Mathis, the leading scorer for Perry, averaging 16.4 points per game.
Artesian's able to thread the needle. Great pass there from Ty Stroud, leading Grady Gardner perfectly on a dime and an easy layup. Jumper in the paint, no good. It's Colton Barker. Hunter Stroud kicks it out to his brother Ty. Three ball, no good, and a rebound, Zane Capshaw. Artesian's moving it around, trying to find the right shot. Patience is key here in offense, and Bryce Mathis gets a takeaway. Hunter Stroud trails, but he's not able to make a miss. Fast break again by the Falcons, leading to points.
Perry Meridian is very physical on the defensive end, trying to make it hard for the Artesians to get inside the three-point line.
And that's another dime from Ty Stroud to his brother Hunter for an easy layup. Three ball. No good. Grady Gardner with the rebound. He'll try to go coast to coast. And he'll have it tipped out of his hands. Colton Barker. Some substitutions here for the Falcons. Hunter Stroud almost lost it there. Goes to the paint, fouled and one.
Tough bucket from Hunter Stroud, looking to complete an old-fashioned three-point play right here.
I was getting ready to say that it's another on-ball turnover for the Arties, but Hunter Stroud's able to regain that ball, drive straight to the rack, and get a tough finish.
Hunter Stroud with an early 5 points, even coming off the bench. He still seems to make it happen.
Solid defense here from the Artesians. And a 3-ball up. No good, and a foul called on the rebound. It'll be Artesian basketball.
And here we are in the bonus. Looks like Grady Gardner will be shooting, and like I said earlier, can't send him to the free throw line.
Gardner's first one is good. So very close 13-10 ball game we got going here. Fans are packed in this doubleheader. Gardner goes 2 for 2.
Speaking of this gym being packed, I mean, I can speak from experience. The feeling and the atmosphere of playing with all of these people around you supporting you, I mean, it's a great feeling. I mean, it's so fun to play in an environment like this.
Falcons trying to feed it inside, can't find anybody. And Braden Holt will take it himself. Zane Capshaw has it in the paint. He'll go up in a tough bucket from Capshaw.
He just muscled that right in there. I mean, he is getting guarded so closely. They do not want them to feed it into him just because he's simply so strong and can muscle up and finish that.
And some nice defense there from the senior Hunter Stroud. Almost got a turnover there. Hunter Stroud, not only a basketball star, but was a top 50 player in the state in football. Hunter was recently voted as an all-state football player. Arguably the best receiver Martinsville's ever had. And a steal from Stroud. And a fast break is blocked. Nike Ingram got up there. Did they say it was a goaltending?
Oh, they said it was a goaltending. Yeah, if you don't know, if you don't understand, when the ball hits the backboard and you go up and block it again, if the ball is on its way down, that is a goaltending.
Right, you got to block it before it hits the backboard on a layup or when it's going up and in the air. And as time winds down, Bryce Mathis through the lane with a buzzer-beating layup. Your score is 18-14 in favor of the Artesians. You're watching Martinsville versus Perry Meridian on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSA TV. Welcome back to John R. Wooden Gymnasium for this second quarter of action. Your Artesians lead 18-14. And an early 3-ball for the Falcons is no good. Braden Holt on the attempt. Hunter Stroud lets a 3 go. No good. Meridian trying to look inside or look for an open 3. They find a guy inside. It's Braden Holt.
Meridian is working the ball really well around the perimeter. That was pretty much a wide open layup, a good cut and a good pass.
Grady Gardner almost has it stolen from him. Reese Wolf drives baseline. We'll call a jump ball.
Even though the Artesians are up 18-16, Grady Gardner has not had a 3-point attempt yet. And I'm not sure, I haven't been on all the games, but I don't think there's been a game where he hasn't made at least 1 3 in the first quarter.
I'd have to say you're right, Ruby, as Ty Stroud's layup is no good, but Zane Capshaw gets the rebound. Hunter Stroud, no good as well. And I don't know if you can see Grady Gardner on your camera. Grady has been practically face guarded throughout this entire game. Probably not as many points as he'd like, and that's probably why he hasn't taken a 3 yet. But I'll have to presume that Coach Neal conjures up something to get Grady screened and open for a 3. Meridian is furious after it appears that Grady might have been shoved into the guy guarding the out of bounds. Might not have been. Who knows? Ty Stroud dices up Hunter. Hunter can't get the layup to go. Three ball no good from Bryce Mathis, but a second chance opportunity will come for the Falcons. Sterling Lewis for 3. Also no good. Artesians able to come away with the rebound.
Another thing Zane Capshaw did that might not be put on the stat line is contesting that heavily. I mean, if you got a guy running at you and jumping, is not very likely you're going to make the shot.
Zane Capshaw not able to handle the rock. Dribbles it out of bounds on accident. After the feed from Ty Stroud. Ty Stroud's not on paper maybe having the best game right now, but he's been quite the role player just like Capshaw has. Ty Stroud has a lot of clean passes right through the lane, cutting through the defense, finding the open man.
Ty Stroud has thread the needle pretty much every time he's thrown a pass, and they've all been almost perfect.
And a foul. Colton Phillips was going up. He'll go to the line for 2.
Colton Phillips only shooting 25% from free throw. So, I mean, you don't want to foul him, but if you're going to foul a guy, he's probably the one.
Phillips misses his first. And the Artesians in this 3-2 defense that they're running, it does take away the perimeter, take away the 3-point shots, which they've contested very well, but with an offense like Meridian, they like to feed it in the paint as best they can, and they found a lot of open men under the basket, so the Artesians might want to look to switch something up in the second half. Hunter Stroud able to regain dribble. Stout and Wolf check back in for the Artesians. Wolf, also a multi-sport athlete, just like Stroud, committed to the University of Notre Dame for baseball. Three ball goes up, no good. Sterling Lewis, the rebound, finds an open man in the basket, but he can't get the layup to go.
I don't think Gardner thought that he fouled him, but I'm pretty sure Gardner fouled him the last time too. They do not want Grady with any early fouls here in the first half.
Colton Phillips is at the line. He went 1 for 2 just a moment ago. Gets the first one. I don't know if you can see it, but head coach J.B. Neal for the Arties in his first year at the school was just telling his players, hey, we got to get some rebounds. We got to pick up on the boards. And he's exactly right. Phillips goes 2 for 2.
Coach J.B. Neal, I mean, if that's your coach, you want to listen to him. In his career, he is 87 and 44. I mean, couldn't be much better than that.
Grady Gardner tries to take it coast to coast. Layup's just a bit off. Falcons have the rebound now. They're going the other way. Bryce Mathis, a three ball. Just off. Fighting for it on the ground. We'll get a jump ball.
You know, the Arties, I didn't even see anybody jump to try to get that rebound. I mean, you cannot give Perry second chance opportunities.
That's right. They've done an excellent job capitalizing on those tonight. One of the keys to the game for the Falcons was rebound on both sides of the ball, and they've done exactly that. Three ball again. Sterling Lewis gets that one to go. Grady Gardner tries to match it. Just off the mark. Zane Capshaw, the rebound.
That was Grady Gardner's first three-point attempt. Although a miss, I just have this good feeling from past games, he's going to hit a few.
I think that's the first one he's had open. He'll take another one. Also no good. Get a foul called on Zane Capshaw, a little too aggressive there on the rebound.
The Arties have gone scoreless for about 4 minutes. I mean, this is a drought for the Arties, and it's ruining their momentum.
Even with these second chance opportunities that they're starting to pick up on getting, you just can't get anything to fall.
Yeah, you especially have to capitalize, especially with a team like Perry, who is rebounding the ball very well right now.
And a takeaway. The Arties got it going the other way. Get a foul called. Sterling Lewis.
I like the Arties trying to push the ball in transition. I mean, quick and easy buckets will, I mean, they're down 18 to 22, not a large margin, but just some quick, easy buckets that, like, you don't have to work for as much will be very good momentum for the Arties.
And Ty Stroud. Easy bucket there from him. So Arties cut it within 2. About 3 minutes left here in the first half of action. Through the lane, and they're fighting for it again. It's Capshaw and Ezra Caesar for the Falcons. And yet again, another man press from the Falcons. Artie's able to break it easily. Grady Gardner had a great pass to Zane Capshaw, but he lost it.
To be honest, I think Zane did not think Grady was going to pass it to him. I'm pretty sure he thought he was going to go up. But you always got to be ready for it. That could have been 2 easy points for Zane Capshaw.
Mathis directing traffic. Some solid defense from the Yardies, and that's another turnover. Reese Wolf has it going the other way, and Grady Gardner will go up, and he gets the tough bucket.
Great pass from Reese Wolf. I mean, way to push it in transition, and the defender just couldn't commit to one guy.
And you said it perfectly early, Ruby. Those are the buckets that you want. Easy, don't have to work as hard for them. And just like that, we got a tie ball game. Through the lane and up is Devontae Rhodes. Solid defense there from number 30, the junior Reese Wolf. Reese Wolf will take it. The left-handed layup is good, and one. Some tough buckets here recently for the Yardies.
Reese Wolf, a tough defensive rebound down here just led to him getting an easy bucket. Although it wasn't a fast break, I mean, he worked hard for that rebound, and he gets to earn himself a bucket on the other end.
And Reese Wolf is already over his average of 2.3 points per game. He's got 4. Already in the first half, Hunter Stroud with a rebound and a putback. Once again, those second chance opportunities from the Yardies coming in big. A 3-ball for the Falcons. Just off the mark.
Something for the Falcons. I mean, yes, they have gotten easy, wide open layups, but I feel like sometimes they've just been settling for the 3-ball when they can move it a little bit more and get another wide open layup, just have like they have done many times.
And that was a second chance opportunity from the Yardies. Reese Wolf missed a layup there. 3-ball goes up. No good for Colton Barker. And you know, the Falcons have 5 guys beyond the perimeter. So,
yeah,
I mean,
I haven't seen anybody inside. I mean, you kind of want to do a 3-out, 2-in type deal. I mean, maybe somebody running the baseline, somebody inside. That baseline runner can get you easy buckets. I mean, get it to the short corner, get it inside, and just post up. I mean, that could be easy for them to. It seems like they're just settling.
And I guess you would have to say this is scheme. Coach Mark McFarland has to have this in his playbook. And we see some guys in the paint now, but earlier there was just 4 or 5 guys on the arc trying to get a 3. Taking it inside. Foul called on Zane Capshaw. Tried to take a charge there. Devontae Rhodes will go to the line for 2 free throws. Try to cut this Artesian lead down to 2. Just above 30 seconds left here in the first half of action. Rhodes misses the first.
Rhodes is a decent free throw shooter, shooting about 70%. You know, for the Yardies, this is some easy buckets they're giving the Meridian Falcons. I mean, a lot of them shoot good free throw percentage, and they just don't want to let them get it back in the game by just making free throws. But as I say that, he misses both.
And a rare 0 for 2 for Devontae Rhodes. Artesians might look to get the last second shot here. Extend their lead just a little more heading into halftime. And a very emotional Mark McFarland trying to tell his boys, put pressure, get a steal, let's get this ball. Five seconds left. Grady Gardner has it, spins through the lane, and gets a bucket. Heck of a job by Grady Gardner there, extending their lead to 6 as we head into halftime. Your Artesians lead 28-22. You're watching Martinsville vs. Meridian on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and IHSA TV.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hi, I'm Trip Lukemeyer, Director of the IHSAA Foundation. Each year, over 160,000 student athletes compete in high school athletics within our state, learning the value of hard work, persistence, and integrity. The IHSAA Foundation works to empower and support this next generation of leaders through scholarships, leadership development, and sharing the benefits of education-based athletics. To learn more about our mission and how you can help high school athletics make a difference, visit ihsaafoundation.org.
The benefits of choosing a career in the union construction industry are truly limitless.
Some of the things that I've worked on that I'm extremely proud of are some of the pipe racks that we just built for Eli Lilly.
Yeah, there's a lot of different avenues to grow and to advance in your career.
If you're a senior and college isn't for you, in the trades there's so many opportunities. You get to work with your hands, you get trained for free, and the options are unlimited. You can do so many different things with this career.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Hello, I'm Brian Avery, Director of Champions Together for the Indiana High School Athletics Association. Champions Together is a program that partners the IHSAA and Special Olympics Indiana. It is designed to provide opportunities for students with and without intellectual disabilities to participate together on fields of play and in other activities throughout the year. Unified sports, an important part of Champions Together, allows students who might not otherwise have the opportunity a chance to represent their school in interscholastic sport and compete for an IHSAA state championship. Unified sports currently exist in roughly 1/3 of IHSAA member schools, and that number is growing. For over 10 years, Champions Together and Unified Sports have helped promote relationships between students with and without intellectual disabilities, increase graduation rates and school attendance, and improve the culture within our schools. To learn more about what is happening in the inclusion revolution, visit ihsaa.org.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown. Home style. Home team. Home for the holidays. Your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs, you feel at home.
Holman, he'll fire his 3.
Inspired by touch, by play, by listening and laughter. Inspired by family gatherings and one-on-one conversations. Inspired by long walks, long lives, and lives simply lived well. Inspired by compassion, by healing, by grace and strength. What inspires us at Franciscan Health is you. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
Welcome back to John R. Wooden Gymnasium on the campus of Martinsville High School for the second half of action. Your Artesians lead 28-22. A little scoring here in the first half for the Artesians. Hunter Stroud had 9. Grady Gardner led with 11. Reese Wolf had 4. And Ty Stroud and Zane Capsule both chipped in 2. And for the Falcons, it's been pretty spread. Bryce Mathis has 6. Devontae Rhodes has 3. Sterling Lewis with 6. Colton Phillips with 3. And Braden Holt with 4.
Grady Gardner looking to get going here on the 3 ball. Has not made one yet. And something I think about that actually somebody in his family once told me, don't think, just shoot. And I think that's something Grady Gardner needs to do.
Who told you that?
Ashley Lewis.
Okay.
Makes sense. 3-point shooting runs in that family.
It sure does. Speaking of which, I'm part of that family. Grady and Ashley are both my cousins. Today we had a little pep session. Student versus staff, and I was on the staff team. I started. I was, dripped out in my AAU jersey and a headband, NBA headband. I came out, I fired 2 threes, drained them both. So I guess it really does run in the family.
It does run in the family.
St. Capshaw goes to the rim. Tried to draw a foul, didn't get it. Falcons pushing it the other way. And an easy find. Sterling Shepard can't hit the rebound. Great rebound by Alex Stout. Can't hit the bucket, I mean. It's a great find. Just wasn't able to connect. Ty Stroud's shot's no good. Alex Stout goes up with it. Can't get it. Falcons pushing it and a turnover. Stout to the rim. Gets an easy left-handed bucket.
You know, something that would work for the Artesians is somebody like Alex Stout hasn't been able to score in a lot of games, but just coming out, and they're face guarding Grady Gardner, so they need other guys on the team to play a role and just get some easy buckets, just like Alex Stout did right there.
That's exactly right. It looked like Alex Stout was kind of hesitant to drive to the lane there. You know, he kind of saw it open and was like, is this true? Should I really go for it? Not really one of Alex's strong suits. Or not strong suits, I should say. He just doesn't do it much. And the Falcons are able to retaliate. That's Bryce Mathis with the first points of the half for the Falcons. Wolf trying to find somebody. Timeout Artesians. Smart timeout there from Coach Neal. His boys were in a bit of a pickle there. So only 2 points here for the Falcons. Opening up this second half. Coach Mike McFarland in his second year at the school. 8-30. Not the best record. It's not always about what's on paper. He's got a team of dogs, team of fighters in this squad. We can see it here tonight on full display. He's 96 and 126 in his 10th year overall coaching. So two fresh coaches here for their school. Coach Neal in his first. Ty Stroud, another jumper from the elbow is good.
Ty Stroud, patient, didn't just try to pull up immediately, pretty much let his guy fly by with a nice shot fake. Underused, to be honest, in today's basketball, but it works almost every time.
And a nice find and a kick out. 3 balls no good. And a second chance opportunity will be for the Falcons. Sterling Shepard goes up and gets the layup. And a foul called.
Something the Falcons could probably be trying to do is maybe try to get in Gardner's head. Like they're pressuring him and they're getting up in him, they're getting fouls called. But for players like him, that sometimes it's just he gets to think about it, set up the offense. That kind of gets in a player's head.
Grady Gardner cuts through the lane, can't get the layup to go. Artesians get a second chance opportunity, and Reese Wolf is fouled. Nice work there by the Arties. Ty Stroud sort of backed down his guy into the paint. So the area right in front of him was wide open. Grady Gardner saw it, cut to it, got the ball, wasn't able to knock it down, but the Artesians got a rebound and a second chance opportunity, sending Reese Wolf to the line.
Reese Wolf this game, I think he's been working extra hard, helping Zane Capshaw on the boards with an offensive rebound, and he gets both of his free throws to go. Easy 2 points for Reese Wolf right there.
Gotta love these Artesian playmakers. Might not always be very flashy on the scoreboard or in the stats book, but they sure do help the Arties win. And a 3-point in and out from Mathis. Gardner guarded tightly through the lane. Can't get the layup to go. I think the Arties are getting some solid looks, some solid shots. Some of them just aren't falling.
Yeah, Grady Gardner is sitting at 11 points right now. Averages 23.4, so hopefully he can get to his average. That would help the Arties a lot.
And a 3-ball. Braden Holt Falcons lob it up. Bryce Mathis comes down with it. And a lob in the paint. Fouled before the shot. Falcons, again, have 4 men beyond the arc, only 1 in the paint. And they're still able to move to the paint with ease. Nice move there from Ezra Caesar, his first points of the game. Nice throw from Reese Wolf. Grady Gardner gets fouled on the reverse layup, gets it to fall. Excellent job there from Grady Gardner. He finally gets his layups to fall. We've seen him take it to the rack a couple times this half. Finally gets that one to fall and a foul with it. We'll see if Gardner can make the three-point play. Gardner gets it to fall. Three ball again. Just off the mark. Rebound by the Falcons. Mathis, three ball. No good. Artesians come away with the rebound. Reese Wolf tiptoeing there on the baseline, trying to stay in bounds. Ty Stroud. Feet slipped.
Meridian seems to be taking lots of early shots. That first one, I know they got the offensive rebound, but that was one pass and a quick three. I think they might need to work it a little bit more, just like they were doing in the first half.
I think the Falcons might have heard you, Ruby. They're taking their time on this possession. Mathis let a three ball fly. He got it.
It's almost like I play basketball or something. I mean, that just seemed to work pretty easily. He a little bit contested, but I mean, just followed through nice. I mean, took his time shooting that, and it was just perfectly set up for the Falcons.
Hunter Stroud goes to the lane and is fouled. He'll be at the line for two. Stroud's first one is good.
Stroud shooting 75% from the free throw line.
One for two from Stroud, but the Artesians get the easy board. Grady Gardner fires up a three. No good. Gardner's 0 for 3 tonight on three balls.
Something about Grady Gardner I like, although, yes, he is a sharpshooter, hasn't gotten one to fall, but he's trying to go to the rim. 14 points off of just simply driving to the basket and trying to make it happen, although he's off tonight.
Grady Gardner normally pretty heated up by this time as Bryce Mathis gets another bucket. He's got 7 this quarter alone. Some solid defense from Mathis. Hunter Stroud hands it off to Zane Capshaw. Capshaw gets the and one. A lot of fouls again coming from the Falcons. We saw it in the first quarter. They were quickly in bonus, then in double bonus. I think we are in double bonus again.
Yes, we are, just as we say that we're in double bonus again. Falcons, I mean, yes, try to contest the shot, but straight up. Come on, that's elementary rec league basketball. Just stay straight up.
Capshaw misses his free throw. Mathis fires away 3, can't get it to go. He'll fire another one. Got it. Bryce Mathis on a bit of a heater right now. Hunter Stroud to the rim, easy left-handed bucket.
Something about Hunter Stroud being a multi-sport athlete. Hunter Stroud is extremely athletic. I mean, he can make those plays simply off of just athleticism, jumping higher than the other guy, being able to have hang time, figure out how he's going to finish.
Bryce Mathis will step to the free throw line. He was fouled going up through the lane. These are his first free throws of the night. Gets the first one. Two for 2 is Mathis. 12 points alone in this third quarter is Bryce Mathis. He's creeping up on his points per game. .30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Artesian's looking for a last-second shot. Alex Stout will fire away 3. Just off the mark. Bryce Mathis will take it the other way. Fouled and 1. You can hear that Perry Meridian crowd roar. Their student section almost as big as Martinsville's. They seem to travel pretty well. And this is the second time we've seen Bryce Mathis score a layup on an almost buzzer beater. This time, he's got an and 1.
Bryce Mathis has a lot of momentum going into the fourth quarter. If he carries this over, he is going to grow the lead for the Falcons and make it pretty hard for the Artesians to come back.
And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Your Artesians trail by 1, 42-43. You're watching Martinsville vs. Perry Meridian on the MHS YouTube channel and IHS.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Home Bank, we value our communities. Homegrown. Home style. Home team. Home for the holidays. Your new home. Because at the end of the day, this is your bank. And when a bank really understands your needs,
welcome back for this fourth quarter of action. Your Artesians have 42, Falcons just ahead with 43. Bryce Mathis went off last quarter. He had 3 easy layups, 2 threes, 2 free throws with it. Quick math here, let's see. 10, 12, 14 points. Last quarter alone for Mathis. Nice defense there from the Falcons, almost got a turnover. Get a foul called. Colton Barker. Coach McFarland obviously doesn't agree.
Something I've noticed about Coach McFarland as I've been watching. He's super loud, energetic, passionate, gets the guys to work hard. If you have a coach like that who's always up, always optimistic, always trying to make you guys better, you guys will get better.
Yeah, he's a pretty emotional guy. I see it almost every possession. He's stomping on the ground, screaming at his guys, throwing his hands in the air. And we'll get a charge called. Don't see many of those in today's game. Ezra Caesar, great job there. Ty Stroud, almost a steal there. Nika Ingram tried to pass it. He decided about halfway through, nah, I think I want to keep my dribble. And another foul called on the Falcons. They seem to be getting in foul trouble pretty early here in the quarter again. Saw it in the first, saw it in the third.
And somehow the Falcons are still leading by one. The Artesians have missed a few free throws, missed a few, just easy opportunities caused by the Falcons, just kind of slacking off on defense, reaching.
Hunter Stroud through the lane, easy right-handed layup. It gives the Artesians a lead here, 44-43. Nice backdoor cut and a slam dunk. Sterling Lewis
raising the roof
and waking up the crowd too. That student section went crazy. And Lewis got a turnover there. Hunter Stroud tried to throw it in. Lewis kind of blocked it there, and Hunter Stroud didn't step in bounds before he touched the ball again, so that'll be Perry Meridian ball. It appears the Artesians have switched to a man-to-man defense. Timeout called. It's a bit of a shame that Perry Meridian couldn't keep up, their momentum after that dunk we had from Sterling Lewis. Their student section was going crazy, their fans as well. And they decided to slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, that would create some momentum. Getting up there, that's just adrenaline. He probably doesn't jump that high on a day-to-day basis, but when you're in a game and you have your adrenaline flowing, you're going to fly.
And this Perry Meridian squad, not the tallest in the land. They've got about 3 or 4 guys at 6'1". Now the Artesians, not very tall themselves. So it's kind of rare you'd see a dunk with heights like that, but Sterling Lewis able to get up. Not sure if that's accurate. He looks a bit taller to me, but I'm way up here.
Right. Standing at 6'1", he got pretty high. He jumped pretty high.
So Falcons up by 1 here in the fourth quarter. Just over 6 minutes to go.
It looks like the Artesians have switched back to his own defense after going man-to-man for a few possessions.
Falcons being patient. Trying to find a man to cut. Or an open three.
At this point in the game, up by 1. Falcons don't need to score, so it looks like they are trying to play, you know, kind of passive, just kind of run some time off the clock.
Yeah. I honestly, I wouldn't see this. I wouldn't expect to see it unless it was like a 10-point lead or something like that. But a 1-point lead, I would think you're trying to extend it, get some points on the board, because easily the Artesians could score a bucket and be in the lead.
That's exactly right. But I mean, we've been passing around the perimeter for a while now, and they do have a guy running the baseline, but they haven't really tried to get it to him yet.
Yeah, but that's credit to the Artesians' 3-2 defense there. We'll take a 3-ball. Mathis, no good, and Sterling Lewis, a second chance opportunity and a putback. I guess it was worth it.
I guess it was.
Grady Gardner tries to speed things up, shoots over 3 defenders, somehow gets that one to fall. We're right back where we were. Feeds it inside, a wide open. Bryce Mathis is fouled going up by Hunter Stroud. I think that's exactly the offense that Coach Mike McFarland has drawn up. Just pass around the perimeter. They got a guy running baseline, like you said. They got a guy opposite the ball, cutting through the lane. Just whenever the defense is slacking, hit him right there in the lane. Bryce Mathis does an excellent job.
Especially on a zone defense, you know, when you're in it and you're not really trying to play help side, you're just at a point you're just kind of standing around almost, and you'll fall asleep most of the time if you're in it for a while.
Mathis 0 for 2. Not common. He's 84% from the line. Stroud will take it to the rack. Lost it going up. He wanted a foul call, didn't get one.
Although Hunter Stroud missed that one, he hasn't missed very many, and he needs to continue to do that. He'll either draw a foul or he'll get the bucket.
And a 3-ball from Jeremy Johnson. 3-ball, Grady Gardner.
Finally for Grady, gets his first 3 to fall. Hopefully he can get the hot hand in these last a little bit over 3 minutes. That would bring the Arties to a very good lead. They're leading 49-47 right now. Again, like I just said, Grady Gardner can't get the hot hand. They will not be able to stop him. He can literally pull up from the volleyball line if he really wanted to.
I think that's his first 3 of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. It is his first 3. And that's what the Artesians have kind of been missing. They have not really gotten a lot of 3s to fall, if any, if I'm correct on my sheet. And mainly because Grady Gardner is the sharpshooter for the Artesians.
Yeah, this is not like Grady Gardner to be kind of this cold. He's 1 for about 4 or 5, I think. So he normally takes more and he normally hits more, but he has a lot of pressure on him tonight.
You know, you could say, well, Grady Gardner's not having a very good game. Grady Gardner's sitting with 16 points right now. I mean, you can't discriminate against that if he doesn't make a 3, you know?
So Artesians have the lead by 2. Seems like they've switched up their defense once again. Back to a man. Sterling Lewis trying to find a teammate. To the rack is Jeremy Johnson. Can't get it to fall. The Artesians are going the other way now. Grady Gardner coast to coast, gets blocked. Sterling Lewis has it the other way in a 3-ball. Short. Meridian able to get yet another second chance opportunity here. Nice defense from Ty Stroud, but they're going to get a foul called on him. I don't know if I agree with that.
Feel like Bryce Mathis pretty much ran in and pushed off with this offhand, but I mean, if you could say, well, Stroud didn't have his feet set, but I mean, it doesn't really matter when the guy pushes off on you.
Yeah, he was stuck on him like glue there. Drove in the paint and kind of just like spun, kind of backed right into him. Not really much Ty Stroud could do there.
Seemed like he was a little bit out of control, and the refs don't always notice that sometimes.
Sterling Lewis goes to work on Capshaw, gets an easy bucket. 6 points in the fourth quarter here for Sterling Lewis. Grady Gardner shooting over his own guy and his guy's defender. And Gardner will sit the bench. Alex Stout comes in for him.
Very rare to see Gardner on the bench, probably just for a little breather. He has not went out the entire game. Even though Coach Neal might be mad at him for a second, he knows he has to get him right back into the game.
So this one's been a close one all game long. We're tied back up at 49 apiece. Falcons working it around. They get it in the paint. Caesar misses everything.
Don't think that was the shot, that possession. Probably should have just reversed it, try to maybe reset their offense. I think it was just kind of like, well, I'm stuck, I might as well shoot it kind of shot.
Stroud goes to work on Mathis. Layup can't go. Fighting for the rebound. The Artesians will come up with it. Timeout called. Coach Neal.
With Gardner out, not a lot of these guys shoot a ton of threes like he does, but they're just going to have to get something working. Grady is not the point guard, but he does facilitate a lot of things by driving. The defenders are very worried about him. They collapse on him. He will find the open guy like Zane Capshaw posting up, cutting, or something like that.
So second chance opportunities will be big here with Gardner out. We saw a little bit there just before the timeout.
Something else the Artesians are lacking, Zane Capshaw only with 2 points. Averages 10.5 points per game. So, I mean, a lot of his points do come off offensive rebounds, and he hasn't gotten a ton of those, but, he needs to try to post up. They can get him to work down there.
So under 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter of play. Still tied at 49 apiece. Gotta say, I'm a little shocked Grady Gardner's not back in the game by now. Alex Stout thought about it. I feel like with Grady in, he could drive to the lane and get a quick bucket. Just over a minute left now. I'd honestly be shocked if Grady doesn't come back in this game. Artesians almost lost it, able to save it. Stroud goes to the rack, and it's blocked again. Falcons have it going the other way, and Stroud commits a foul.
Looks like Mathis has something to say to Hunter Stroud about that. Don't really think Stroud was trying to do anything intentional, just fight back for the ball after he, got blocked, just trying to fix his earlier mistake, and Mathis did not like what he did.
Yeah, that was Devontae Rhodes.
Oh, that's my bad. I'm
You're
sorry,
okay.
Mathis.
Getting in the way, getting in the face of Hunter Stroud there. Coach Mike McFarland immediately said, hey, come here. We're not going to be doing that. So he's given his player a talking to there. The teammates over there picking him up. Can't imagine what Hunter Stroud said to take him off like that, but can't imagine it was good. So under a minute left here. Falcons are in double bonus, which means any foul committed sends a player to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Hunter Stroud, 14 points right now, playing really well. Average is 10.5, so exceeding his average. Hopefully he can continue this. Only 56 seconds left, but Hunter Stroud to get to the rack and finish.
I would say if you're both teams, you're starting to cook up a play or two to try to get a quick bucket, get the lead in this game. Still some basketball to be played. A lot of things can happen in 56 seconds.
Something I'm wondering right now about the Artesians huddle. Are they going to go man? Are they going to go zone? What's it going to be? They've switched back and forth this game. Hopefully Coach Neal goes man to man. In my opinion, that would be the best option. Not to let Perry Meridian pass the ball around the perimeter.
I'm going to contradict you there. I'm going to say they should go zone. I think if the Artesians go in man, it's just a one-on-one matchup if someone has the ball, and you might not want to put the ball in the wrong guy's hands because he might have a mismatch. I think a zone is the way to go here.
We'll have to see what they go in when they come back. The only thing the Artesians can't do if they do go into a zone is back off, because the Perry Meridian Falcons are very capable of hitting a 3 without anybody guarding them wide open.
So Devontae Rhodes to give the Falcons the lead here. Hits the first one.
Grady Gardner did check back into the game.
And if Grady Gardner happens to heat up here late and we get a 3 ball, I can't imagine what this crowd's going to do. So Devontae Rhodes missed that second one. 45 seconds and counting left. Falcons up by 1.
Pretty surprised that the Falcons aren't glued onto Grady Gardner right now. Number 12, Ingram is holding his jersey, but not as close as I would be guarding him right now.
Falcons wanted to travel there on Hunter Stroud. Coach Mike McFarland visibly emotional there. Grady Gardner through the lane, gets a bucket. And a timeout Martinsville. Grady Gardner, electric, coming in clutch.
In my opinion, that should have been an and one, but doesn't matter. The Artesians are now up 51-50. I knew that they were going to get it into Grady Gardner's hands.
My heart's beating over here. That was an electric layup there from Grady Gardner, and now it's up to the defense. Will they go man? Will they go zone? Will they press? You never know. They might press, try to get a quick steal and hold the ball for the rest of time here. 24 seconds left. Coach McFarland, a wise mind over there in the Perry Meridian huddle. Guarantee he's calling something up. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's for Bryce Mathis.
I mean, you are probably absolutely right. Bryce Mathis has been on a heater this entire game. Pretty much electric in the third quarter. What did you say, 12 points at the end? I mean, that's just insane for an 8-minute quarter. So I would not be surprised if they tried to get it into his hands.
Now, he's on a bit of a cold streak. He hasn't scored yet in this fourth quarter. He missed 2 free throws earlier. So maybe you're looking for someone like Devontae Rhodes, who's already got that, that energy built up, had a word to say to Hunter Stroud there as he was laying on the ground. Maybe you give it to him, try to make something happen. Or Sterling Lewis, he's got 6 points.
There is a ton of players that Perry Meridian could give it to. I actually, even though earlier I did think it was Mathis, I mean, the whole team can score right now. Pretty sure every single player that is out there in blue has scored this game.
Yep. So the Artesians will be in a 2-2 press here. Fun fact, my Y-ball team runs this exact same press.
Something they can't do, Zane back there he cannot let that guy score, but now that they've slowed it up the court, the gym is absolutely electric right now.
So they're in a zone, I called it. Not to toot my own horn. Can't let a 3-ball get off. Sterling Shepard missed it.
Rimmed out. Oh, that is just a heartbreak for Sterling Lewis. That is terrible. Must be the worst feeling for him right now.
And a foul called on the rebound, so the Artesians will get the ball. 4 seconds left, up by 1. All they got to do, if I'm Hunter Stroud, I'm chucking it to half court.
Hunter Stroud might be a wide receiver, but he
He's
needs to turn
gotta get it
into a
somewhere.
quarterback right now.
Reese Wolf is fouled. 3 seconds left. We are not in bonus, so Hunter Stroud will take it out again. If I'm the Artesians, I'm putting all of my guys back behind half court, back towards our own goal, and I'm just chucking it up there, hoping one of my guys come down with it. And even if they don't, it's going to be a loose ball. It's going to be hard to get a shot off from that far.
Something Ty Stroud did that I've always thought about do. When there is about 2 seconds left, why don't you just throw the ball in the air as high as you can? What are they going to do?
That's what I'm saying.
Looks like that's what he was trying to do right there.
Even if they get it picked off there, there's 2 seconds left in the game. They're not going to, they have like 1, maybe 2 quick dribbles, and then they got to heave it, at least a half-court shot.
Hopefully Ty Stroud can hit both of his free throws right here. That would force Perry Meridian to try to take a 3, only to tie the game and send it into overtime. But hopefully this game ends right here with Artesians walking away with a W.
Yep, so that foul just now just put the Artesians in double bonus. Ty Stroud hits the first.
Ty Stroud coming in clutch, may only have 2 points, but these might be the most important points of the game for the Artesians right here.
And a timeout is called by Perry Meridian's Mike McFarland. So, Ty Stroud to hit this free throw, puts the Artesians up by 3. Now you got to get a 3-point shot if he hits it. So, if you're Coach McFarland, do you draw up a 3-point play or do you draw up a 2-point play? I'm going to ask you. What do you think?
I'm Coach McFarland. I'm going for the win. I don't care. I know that might be risky, but I'm going for the win. Yeah, you could try to go for, but it would be easier. We only got 2 seconds left. Pull up. That would be a lot easier than trying to get it into a guy who might not even be able to finish the layup.
We're on the same page there. I think they should go for the money ball, the 3-point shot.
My question for you, who are you getting into to shoot that 3 ball?
Oh, that's such a good question. I'm going Sterling Lewis. That's where I'm going. That's where my mind goes to.
You know what? I agree. I know his last 3-pointer rimmed out, but Sterling Lewis shoots 47% from 3. Why not get it to him?
Why not? He's the Artesians' Grady Gardner right now. Even though, you said it exactly. That had to be a heartbreaker. Rimming in, rimming out. It was such a close 3-point ball. I'm giving it to him in the corner, same spot. Give him, just lob it down there, give him a screen, and just chuck up a 3 and throw up a prayer.
Sterling Lewis must be wearing 30 for a reason.
So Ty Stroud, 1 free throw here to make the lead. 3, he got it. So now you have to get a 3-point shot. Oh, what do we have here? Artesians thought they passed it inbounds and he stepped right out of bounds. Did we get a timeout before?
Even though it's legal to pass it, if you are the guy, this might be hard to explain on here without being able to see it. If you're the guy standing out of bounds, another guy runs out of bounds with you, you can pass it to him, but you cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That just doesn't work. Doesn't work the entire game.
I think it was really close there too. I'm not really sure if he had both feet stepped out of bounds there when he caught it. But I guess I'm not sure who, someone called a timeout. I'd have to say it's Perry Meridian. So, I might be a genie, I don't know. Sterling Shepard is posted up in the corner. Now getting him the ball is going to be the hard part.
That is true. Let's see who's taking it out down here. I don't have a very good view. Looks like Bryce Mathis.
Yep, I think you're right. I think it is Bryce Mathis.
They
so
have huge Alex Stout out there with his arms, 6'3".
That's smart. He's jumping. So the inbound and the shot from Sterling Lewis to win the game. No good. The Artesians will come away victorious. Mike McFarland visibly upset. He thought something should have been called.
He is out in the middle of half court. He is not very happy.
He can't believe it. There's no way it's over. He's gonna have to accept it. As they're shaking hands, cheerleaders are dancing. They're not coming back on this floor.
Fight Song's playing as loud as it can. We're victorious here in John R. Wood Gymnasium. Girls with a win, boys with a win. Couldn't have a better night.
And that's gonna do it here from Martinsville High School. as the Artesians win 53-50. Special thanks to everyone in the RTV2 class who produced it. For Ruby Merle and the rest of the RTV2 class, I'm Maddox Silly. Thank you for watching, and good night, everyone.